Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your June 2021 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the last 2 weeks of June, and this reading is for the air sign of Aquarius. Welcome everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, any of the videos, for all of your likes, your shares, hitting that subscribe button, your donations, comments, feedback, those of you who reach out for personal readings. All of your support is greatly welcome and appreciated. Thank you. So this reading is for Aquarius for the last 2 weeks of June 2021. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Aquarius. It's also relevant if you're cross-watching for an Aquarian. Of course, it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone, being a general reading. So watch all of your signs for additional insight and points of view and perspective. And if you find that any of the readings, the general readings, resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, maybe take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, you can click on the little arrow below, click on that little description link, which will give you some contact details. You'll see my email address there. Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. Please feel free to email me directly. I do offer a wide variety of readings in all areas of life. And I do readings full time. It's all that I do, so I'm pretty diligent about scheduling. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what the last 2 weeks of June have in store for you. I'm using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Rider-Waite Tarot. I did have the Tower card flip out during shuffling, so we'll see if it comes out in the spread. We begin with the Five of Cups, followed by the Two of Wands, the Nine of Wands, followed by the Moon, the Seven of Cups, followed by the Emperor. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy or focus is the Queen of Wands. I'm going to pull the next card too because I feel like it. The Seven of Swords. Yeah. Well, Aquarius, it looks like you were disappointed and let down by someone. Maybe somebody who either was deceitful and sneaky, or took something from you, or exploited something, didn't tell you something, didn't tell you the truth, or kept something hidden from you that you needed to know. And it's directly related to this Queen of Wands individual, showing up as a queen, but since this is a general reading, it could be a male as well. The Queen of Wands, which is fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or somebody who's manifesting like, you know, a very perhaps ambitious or driven individual. And with her is the Seven of Swords, which is a card of concealment. It can sometimes be a card of actual theft, exploitation. You know, it represents, on a simplistic level, the Seven of Swords represents, you know, that someone has something they want to gain, accomplish, acquire, or maintain. And in order to do that, they keep things hidden or keep things veiled or concealed because that's what they feel they have to do in order to achieve whatever their goal is. It's a very self-serving card, but it doesn't necessarily have to be negative. But here, I feel like it is. There's disappointment here on not knowing if you can get through something. Maybe get through it on your own. Maybe this person was supposed to help you with something or be in partnership with you for something. I don't know yet. We haven't clarified. They definitely kept something from you, and there's a sense of loss here with the Five of Cups. Not all is lost because there's two cups behind this person that are still upright and full, but sometimes that can also represent, you know, that there's still something to be salvaged, or there may be other opportunities, you know, around you that you can't see because you're focusing only on what was lost or broken or taken from you, and not knowing quite what to do. Because with that Five of Cups, we have the Two of Wands. being at a crossroads of action. What do I do? Which choice do I take? Which path do I take here? The Nine of Wands, often called the Wounded Warrior card because it usually depicts or represents somebody who's already been through a number of battles. They've already been through a lot, and they're close to completing a very difficult and challenging cycle, but something else has cropped up, and they're kind of taking a seat or taking a knee here and trying to figure out, what do I need to do to get through this? Feeling discouraged, feeling like maybe giving up. And with that, we have the Moon. There's a lack of clarity, sometimes unrealistic fears. The path is fuzzy. The moon sheds light just like the sun. Well, the moon doesn't actually shed light. It reflects the sun's light. But it's a thin light, and things can look very different and much more scary under the light of the moon than they can from the light of the sun. And it's cloudy. There's a lot of unknowns here. So you're not quite sure what to do, or if this is something you can still continue doing, or what to do about this situation. We have the Seven of Cups next, which is a card of still looking at multiple options and opportunities, although it's water energy, so this is still kind of fantasizing, daydreaming, building castles in the sky, or looking at what other possibilities or options there might be. With the Emperor, the energy of the Emperor is, very controlled, very planned, very methodical, very responsible and accountable. Sometimes a bit dominant and controlling, because he has such a big job as the Emperor. It's also attached to Aries energy, so this might represent another person. It might be a couple, with the Queen of Wands, if this is an Aries. It could be a father or a father figure. All right, let's clarify. Let's clarify the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, Seven of Swords. Let's clarify the Queen of Wands. The Tower. It's interesting that when I was shuffling the other deck, the Tarot of Dreams, this is the Rider-Waite deck I'm clarifying with, the Tower card fell out while I was shuffling, but I put it back in. So the Tower card, an unexpected event which comes in, and simplistically, the Tower is just an unexpected event, which is a big game changer. It ends one cycle, brings something to a close, or it brings it crashing down so that something new can be remade. It's Major Arcana card, and it's meant to be, meaning that, even if you thought the Tower was solid, or this thing solid, stable, reliable, something has happened unexpectedly to bring that crashing down. The Ten of Swords. Yep, here we go. Betrayal. Deep betrayal or deep disappointment, feeling stabbed in the back, thrown under the bus. The Hermit. The Seven of Pentacles. It's like after everything that you've invested, you're left on your own. So, while this could be somebody close to you, this Queen of Wands, in terms of this is a person that's going through this, it feels too much like this Queen of Wands is a specific person in your life, Aquarius, that really has, been deceitful, and that deceit, it could even be theft. The Seven of Pentacles does represent that earth energy part of, our lives. Money, finance, property, resources, assets. The Seven of Pentacles is looking at how much you've invested in something and trying to make decisions moving forward. It's inventory and taking stock. But this feels like you feel like you're on your own after you've invested in something. Now, that investment could be financial. It could be emotional. This could be somebody that just... there's a sense of betrayal and taking from you. And what that taking is, because this is a general reading, it could be, trust and vulnerability. It could also be linked to money, or... it could be that the two of you were in partnership, or were going to be in partnership for something, and they pulled out and it's cost you, or they pulled out taking something, this is somebody who's taken something from you. And that taking might be financial, or emotional, a combination of all of those things, right? I just wanted to pull a few more clarifying cards just for that overall energy. We have the Three of Swords. Heartache, heartbreak, emotional pain, breakup. I mean, we have the Tower, the Ten of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, being left out in the cold, insufficiency and lack, perhaps financial insufficiency and lack, and the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a card of historical connection, so this could be family who's done it to you, a family member, or somebody that you have like a long-term historical connection with. I'm really sorry to see this, Aquarius. It looks like there's a total betrayal. Somebody totally betrayed somebody else. They took from them. Again, because it's a general reading, what is taken, ultimately it's trust. I mean, when someone is betrayed, it's trust that's stolen, vulnerability that's stolen, in addition to whatever else might be concretely taken or promised, right? Let's clarify the Five of Cups. The Two of Swords. Not knowing which way to go. The Two of Swords. The King of Wands. Interesting. We have a Queen of Wands here. Perhaps, I mean, this may be relevant only for a few, but it could be a couple, family members, or people you've known for a long time. And the Ace of Swords, the new idea. Some of you, it might be that you don't know what to do and you're not sure you want to make a decision about it just yet. It looks like somebody else is unwilling to see the truth in something, and you're really disappointed about that. I mean, it might be about a couple and something has happened with you and the Queen of Wands, and the King of Wands just refuses to see the truth in the matter. Could be the both of them together and you're feeling this way, like somebody's not seeing the truth of the matter, and there's a lot of disappointment and loss here. Although with the Five of Cups, there's still two upright cups, so not all is lost. You're trying to make decisions. Clarify the Nine of Wands if it needs to be clarified. I mean, it represents feeling discouraged and depressed and feeling perhaps like giving up because you don't know how this is going to go. The Ten of Wands, the end of a burden. The Knight of Pentacles can also represent that you feel discouraged because you feel like this isn't, that it makes whatever it is this issue is around, whether it's just emotional betrayal or a project or theft or something like that, that it's so difficult moving forward, and that recovering from it is going to be not going to be easy. It's going to be slow and difficult. Clarify the Moon. This reading, I have to say, Aquarius, I'm not sure how many people it's going to resonate with. It's obviously needing to resonate with some people who are watching it, because it feels so precise, so specific. Clarify the Moon. The Nine of Swords, which makes sense because the Moon is a lack of clarity and unknowns and wondering what's lurking in the shadows. And the Nine of Swords is stress, insomnia, worrying about an unknown future, what's going to happen here, and what am I going to do if this happens? What am I going to do if this doesn't happen? The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Now in the upright, it's independence, self-sufficiency, self-empowerment. It's somebody who's worked hard to get to where they're at, which is now a place of comfort and security. Nobody handed anything to this person on a silver platter. They worked hard for everything. But it's in the reverse. It's like feeling like you've lost everything that you've worked for and you're starting over again. And yeah, it kind of reads like somebody who invested all their savings or something like that, and somebody just completely took advantage of it. And now you're starting from square one again, and you're like, or it's the fear of that. Clarify the Seven of Cups. I actually really like seeing the Seven of Cups here because it's a card that, even though it's dreamy and not in manifestation yet, it's still considering what options or possibilities that there might be out there. That there could still be some salvaging here or moving forward. The King of Pentacles, getting back up to the top of the pile of coins again. The Magician, the Manifester. The Magician is a card that represents success that comes from a combination of your God-given talents and the hard work to actually manifest something in reality. And here's the Eight of Pentacles right behind it, dedication and hard work. That it's still possible that you can still, through hard work, make something manifest again. Clarify the Emperor. The Emperor is a very paternal figure, so it could be a father figure or a father. I hope it's not that, like, this is a parent issue, because it looks pretty intense. The Five of Swords, a hard-won victory, ambition at all costs. Sometimes it can represent that winning means you have to leave people behind, but sometimes it can represent being so ambitious that you end up losing relationships. The Four of Wands, one of the happy home cards, a card of family and friends. The Four of Swords, temporary withdrawal. Some of you, this is going to be a family member, parents, or somebody maybe in parental, I'm not really sure, but could be a father giving you advice. There's a sense of withdrawal here, withdrawal from family or withdrawal from friends of some kind, because that's what needs to happen. Or somebody that was so ambitious about what they wanted that they've caused a breach between you and them. Maybe too focused on money. It's a very challenging reading, Aquarius. So, I'm going to end with pulling some advice and guidance cards for Aquarius on what's the best way to navigate through this, at least for the last 2 weeks of June. Any guidance, advice, feedback for Aquarius? The Queen of Pentacles, focusing on your own stability and security. The Seven of Wands, defending that which you have put a lot of effort into. The Ace of Wands, a new beginning. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who, like that Nine of Pentacles, has worked really hard to get to the top of her game in the physical day-to-day structure of world, particularly with finances, money, physical comfort, surroundings, and environment. And the Seven of Wands is a card that represents defending that which you have a lot invested in. So it feels like not letting this person get away with it, not allowing them to take away that which was yours. The Ace of Wands is the beginning of inspiration or creativity, a spark. It might be an idea. Justice. Justice could imply that this might need to get legal as well. I'm going to actually stop here because, I mean, if this was a personal reading, there'd be some specific ways I would look at this, but in a general reading, I can't really do that. It could get really quite convoluted quite quickly. But it feels like definitely not giving up, and it feels like trying to gain back that which you have lost, not letting this person take from you, or what they took from you, if that makes sense. It's a challenging and somewhat peculiar reading. The Queen of Pentacles might actually be, I have to say before we end, somebody who is in a position of positivity and experience who can help you regain what you've lost. And again, because I pulled justice after that too, it might be something that needs to be legal. This might be something that needs to be pursued legally. Yeah. All right, I'm going to end this reading there, and hope that it was helpful to somebody out there. Hopefully it wasn't too confusing. I'm always interested in getting feedback, but some more than others, and this is one I would love to get feedback on who it resonates with. So Aquarius, those are your messages for the last 2 weeks of June. I hope they were, somewhat helpful for you. And God, I'm just not quite sure what to say about this reading. Interesting reading. Okay, Aquarius, that's your reading. I hope that it was helpful and useful, or at least brought some things to light, or gave you some kind of validation. Again, if any of this resonates with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, maybe take a deeper look at something, email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I will, excuse me, see you all in a couple of weeks for the July general readings. Until then, stay safe and well, be blessed, have strength, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.